You want in on this, Bubs? Look at me like I'm crazy. Hey, good morning. 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show. Hope you're doing well today. It is a Tuesday. We're going to talk Kanban boards, Scrum boards. Oh, here she comes. You causing trouble? What? Come here. Come here, Bubs. She wants to be on the show. I actually do think she does, because she does come here all the time. And this is the Bubble Show. It's now the Bubble Show. It's Jerry sleeping. Anyway, 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show. Hope you're doing well. Today I want to talk about all you have is a list. What am I talking about, Greg? I'm talking about those Kanban boards, Scrum boards that don't move or do anything in the entire sprint until the very end of the sprint. So we're going to talk about that a little bit. And this is the 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show. This is Bubbles, the cat, who wants to put her tail because she wants to be a tail TikTok thing or something. I don't know. I hear there's a thing about cat tails and TikTok. So she's over here getting my attention. So we talk about Scrum and Agile in a practical and tactical way, and Bubbles moves the camera so that it moves around a lot. And this is what happens when you live and you do it from your laptop in your office on a daily basis. We get Bubbles. And we'll talk about ways of bringing value to customers without working crazy hours, because I know they all want us to work crazy hours because that's what everyone thinks you need to do to deliver value to customer, and you really don't. There are times when you do, but you don't need to do it every sprint, every day. And talk about getting you home to your family and friends so you can take some vacation. There's a couple of cases I'll bring them up tomorrow. I'll write that on my sticky. Vacation, people being out, because I have that tomorrow, and I know I say that a lot, so it's always a good topic, and it's just funny how it just keeps repeating itself over and over. Everything on this show is basically stuff that's repeated a lot, not just by me, but what happens in the office. And then I kind of just go through these basics with people and get them to realize that, is this the right way? We're working extra hard. Why are we working so hard? And that's our goal. Our mission is to get you home to family and friends so you can have some fun. And we want to have some fun in the office. And maybe Monday Bubbles will not move the camera. I doubt it. She moved 30 pounds of weight to get in the basement. It's probably why you're reacting to the dust. It's the basement. Anyway, so talk about today. The infamous Kanban Scrum Board, right? To doing done. What I want to say to everyone, that's weird, is the idea that when I come in and you look at boards, they build these boards. I was one place, but a bunch of executives, they had a Kanban board. They we got a Kanban board. And I'm looking at it, and I sat in the meetings for like a month. The board never moved. It never changed. Things just kept getting added to the board, but nothing got to the done level. They just kept adding stuff, and they would talk to things on the board. And I got to be frankly honest with you. All you have is a freaking list. You don't need Jira. You don't need all these fancy tools. You don't need any of this stuff. If all you're going to do that, then all you need is a list. God forbid, prioritize would be nice, but a list, right? Just think about it. If everything, I'm on a team, right? And all they do, hey, let's put everything into doing. I'm going to put, we're doing everything. All you have is a list. There's no value. There's no visual representation. There's no transfer of information. What you need is stuff small enough that it goes from doing to done, and then we can move something from it's going to fall off because it's to doing, right? And that's what you want. You want to show every day things moving on the board. If your board isn't moving every day, to be frankly honest, all you have is a glorified list that looks pretty. That's all you got. Challenge me if I'm wrong. You're not going to win. I mean, maybe. I don't know. But seriously, think about it. If you look at a backlog list of any of these programs, it's just a big long list, right? And if you do a Kanban board or Jira board. I was having a conversation the other day, and they're talking about stuff that sits there for a month. Actually, they said a quarter, to be honest with you. And I'm just like, and I have people defend it. I'm like, oh my free Lord. So they're like, oh, it sits here. So why do you even have a board? If the sticker or the card or whatever is on the board in the same location for an entire month, or worst case, an entire quarter, or maybe even an entire year, why build a Kanban board? Why build a Scrum board? Seriously, why do it? I don't know. You tell me why. All it is a list, a to-do list. If that's all you're going to do, you can have a to-do list. If you're going to work on everything on your list, there's no need for a Kanban board. Just make a giant list. Right? There's no visual representation. What if people are out? And that's what we're going to talk about tomorrow. What do you do then? How do they know where you're at? You know, we talk about breaking down work. The idea is you break down work so you can see stuff moving along, so you know that you're progressing in a right place. You're heading to your goal. It's all about heading to the goal. If everything's stagnant, so like if you have a board and everything's in doing for the entire sprint, and your burn down chart, where's my board? And your burn down chart, right? Looks like a giant waterfall. You got your burn down chart, and it just goes across here, and then it comes straight down. I don't know why you do this chart either, to be honest with you. Doesn't tell me anything. Doesn't give me the fact that you're here all the time gives me no information. The fact that all your stuff is in the to-doing pile gives me no information. Even if you say, well, we got some stuff in the to-do list and some stuff here, but if it's pretty much there the entire sprint and all these things, they're in the doing. So in theory, they're either to do or doing the whole entire time, and then they're not magically, right? So it doesn't add any value. It doesn't provide any visibility. And visibility is one of the things in Scrum. So when I have these people that tell me they know Scrum and they've been trained in Scrum and they have Kanban boards and Scrum boards where they pretty much stay frozen, I go, where the hell did you get your cert from? Who the hell taught you this, right? I really want to know, to be honest with you. You're going to claim you're a Scrum Master and your Scrum board and your Kanban boards don't move. Who the hell taught you how to be a Scrum Master? What makes you think that makes any sense? That's why I write these videos. That's why I do these videos. Got to challenge you because apparently nobody else is, right? So if you get in a place and you got a Scrum board that doesn't move, why bother? Just make a list, an active list. The list goes down. You don't need a Scrum board. So, and that's the show. If you have a Scrum board or Kanban board that doesn't have stuff moving across the board every day, or every couple days at least, then it's not a Kanban board. It's not a Scrum board. It's a list. In fact, you're doing things differently than all the Scrum teams put together. Though there's a lot of teams say they're doing Scrum and they just do that waterfall thing I just drew. And a lot of them have all their stuff to do, or they say they're doing Kanban. You know the reason why they do Kanban? I'll be honest with you. Because they don't want to be held to account to a timetable to get stuff done. They're now asking, well, what's Kanban? We have no boundaries. Yeah. What's your turnaround time for your work? If your work's always in doing, your turnaround time is like a month, 2 months. So if someone ever came into your office and asked you for stats, said, how long does it take you to do? And you pulled the stat. A lot of places, you won't be working for very long, to be honest with you. So with that, unless you use a Scrum board and a Kanban board the way it was meant to be, and not a to-do list, you can get a to-do list out of Microsoft Office. It gives you a to-do list right on the calendar function. You don't need Jira. You don't need all those fancy tools. That's all you're going to do. Just have a to-do list every day that pops up on your screen. You can do it in Word. You can code it so when you start up your computer, that to-do list pops up on your screen in front of you every day. And actually, you should do that with your systems for your Scrum boards and Kanban boards and things like that too. But it's all. I was just amazed. And yeah, I do it. Sometimes I just got to ask, well, what's the purpose of your board? But nothing moves. So it's just a list, right? Anyway, you have a great day. Enjoy your day. I got the electrician inspector coming today. So I got to make sure I'm ready for him or her and get the house ready for them when they go through. All right, we're getting closer. One day we'll move back in. I don't know when that day is coming. Hopefully sooner than later. Take care and see you tomorrow. Bye.